What's up, guys? It's Shadowrun Boys. I'm bringing you a Burning Abyss deck profile update for the July ban list. So let's get to it. So side deck, extra, go over those later. So any Burning Abyss deck is going to run, of course, the 3 Skarm, 3 Sir, and 3 Graph. So don't need to talk about that at all because you need that if you're running this deck. So for the other lineups, I'm going to run 2 Libics. I have 2 Libics because I matched them with my Mathematicians, so 2 Libic, 2 Math. I run Barbar. You always need 1 Barbar. People don't like it. They're idiots. This is the best card. Rubik. I don't run 2 because I go into Virgil not too often, but when I do, this card's easy to get out. So 1 Rubik. 1 Farfa. I did have it at 2, but I did some testing, and 2, it's good, but it's better at 1 so you could fit more space for other cards in the deck. And that's my Burning Abyss monster lineup. So we got Tour Guide, of course you got Tour Guide. BLS, I've thought about not having him in the deck, but he's too good not to put in the deck. When he comes out, you win the game. So my new cards that I added are Effect Veilers. I put 3 Effect Veilers in because Effect Negation is really key. I found that these cards really helped me a lot. So I put these 3 Effect Veilers in. It's also BLS food. So 2 Math. Math is super good. You start your plays. You always dump a Libic, or you can dump a Skarm sometimes, but usually you dump a Libic to a special card from your hand, and you go into your rank 3 play. Also, well actually that's enough for my monster lineup. We have Magics, Spells, of course only 3, Regeki, Dark Hole, and Foolish, that's all you need. For Trap lineup, I'm running 2 Breakthrough Skills, more Effect Negation. It helps out so much in so many different duels. I love Effect Negation, it's key. 2 Fiend Grieving, that new card that came out in that one, I forget what the pack was called, but this card's really good. It starts any play. You could disrupt a person's play, call the haunted targets, whatever, anything that targets in the graveyard, you could just disrupt it. It's a really good card. Mind Crush, it's Mind Crush, it's key. You need Mind Crush. I ran it without Mind Crush, and I didn't like it as much because Mind Crush is just too good. Torrential, I like destroying anything in the field. You know, spamming people with tellers. You destroy your cards, you get a plus, so it's a good card. Skill Drains is a new card I put in recently. You could play around it pretty well. You probably won't get your XYZ effects off, but it doesn't matter because disrupting what they're going to be doing is better than doing what you're going to do, because your cards can plus off it like really good. Acid Golem right there. So Vanities, of course. 1 Fire Lake, only 1. I side the other. You don't really need more than 1 unless you're playing like, you know, a back row deck like the Tellers or whatever, but I only put 1 aside the other one. So Breakthrough Trap, or Discard Traps. I run 2 Karma Cut because Karma Cuts, I love Banishing, it's really good. I used to have, I think, 3 Karma Cuts. I used to have 2 Wing Blasts and 1 Regeki Break. I took out the Wing Blast, I took out 1 Karma Cut, and I put in 3 Regeki Breaks. Regeki Breaks, I used to think they weren't as good as the other Discard Traps, but like as I've been playing, I've noticed that this card, it comes up when you need it, and like that clutch moment when you need to destroy a card they have, you bring Wing Blast and you just send it back to their deck and they draw it next turn, and it's good, but it's not as good as Regeki Break because you could pretty much destroy the floodgates that are killing you instead of just delaying it another turn. So that's the best lineup for the Discard Traps. So extra deck, 3 Dantes, 1 Virgil because I only have 1 Rubik. If I had more than 1 Rubik, then I'd probably add another Virgil. 2 Downwards, you don't need 3. 2 is perfect. You got Zen Mains. It's Zen Mains, he's beast. You need this card if you're going to play Burning Abyss. You always have 1 Zen Main. Utopic Future. This card's it's kind of like a weird tech, but when you bring him out, it's very situational. You don't really ever bring him out, but when you do bring him out, you will pretty much work the opponent because he won't know what to do against it. Most people have never even seen this, but it's really good. Look it up if you don't know its effect. A Lucre to destroy a set card. You could pretend you're going for a game and have 1 set card. You bring this guy out to clear it. Anganir with the Farfa. That's one of the best combos. 2 Nightmare Sharks. I used to have 1, but I put in another because sometimes you just need to deal that quick damage. And with a Barber, the life points, they have 2,900. If they have that many, then that's pretty much a win. Because if you have a Barbar, you deal 900 with him, then you attack Dark for 2,000. So it makes it pretty risky for them getting down to low health. You just beat him really quick. You got these last 3. Acid Golem for skill drain plays. Bring him out. He's a 3,000 beater. Giga Brilliant, he's kind of just, I wouldn't say a filler, but he's in there to boost your monsters. Sometimes it's situational, but when you do get his playoff, you pretty much already win in the game. So Dark Law out. That's pretty much it for the extra. So for the side deck, I'm still kind of working on it. If you guys could put input, I really need help. But 2 Vanity's Fiends. These cards are beasts. I always side these in. I'm trying to get a Majesty Fiend. I'll put a Majesty Fiend instead of 1, but for right now, 2 Vanities. 3 Flying Seas. I never sided these at all, but since Burning Abyss didn't get hit in the ban list, at my local, like, so many people have Burning Abyss decks, it's ridiculous, and I hate the freaking mirror. So I have this in there for until like the hype dies down on Burning Abyss. 1 Fire Lake, you need to side your extra Fire Lake. Non-fusion area and defusion. This is for my Shaddolls. This card's freaking beast. Haven't really got to use this card yet, but this card can wreck your opponent when they fusion summon, even with Spiritual Beast, so it's pretty good. Mistake, that's a staple. Don't need to talk about that. 3 MSTs, of course, MSTs. You really need these. Clay matches, Teller matches, anything with Mad Back Row and Pendulums, you really need this card. So that's 15 right there, but I also have these cards. Towers Turbo is a thing now, I guess. I've never played one yet, but this is my out to it. If you guys know what this card does, it's called Moon Mirror Shield. Look it up. This is right now. This is my out to Towers. So if Towers becomes a thing, I will have to work these in. But at my locals and pretty much anyone I play doesn't use that. So for right now, this isn't a side deck card for me, but I do keep it in my back pocket. Now for these Max C's, I really want to side these in, but for right now, I don't really know what to take out. I'm thinking about once the Burning Abyss hype dies down, then I could probably take out like these Flying Seas to make room for these. But for right now, I gotta keep the Flying Seas in because people are freaking hyping Burning Abyss right now because it didn't get hit. So that's my deck profile for Shadowrun Boys. We out.